records show between 50 to 70% of cases of ET are hereditary. So I've drawn out a bit of my family tree here, and I want to show you how hereditary it is in my family. So this is me here. As you know, we can't draw circles properly. I've had ET since I was a young child. When I was young, my nan, my dad's mum, shook. She was never diagnosed, so we never associated her shaking with mine. We just thought she shook because she was old, and I shook because I was a nervous kid. And my mum has ET. My mum's great-grandmother shook. And back in those days, my mum and her siblings and her cousins used to call her Shaky Nan. They couldn't call her Shaky Nan to her face, though, or she would have kicked their butt. So that was just their little name for her. She was actually diagnosed with Parkinson's, but she did have full body tremors, so it was definitely ET. ET wouldn't have been known back then, even though it's been around since 1817. Crazy. Now, my mum's grandfather, her son, didn't shake. I don't know about any of his siblings. This is my nan. My nan didn't shake, my mum's mum, but my nan's sister did. I don't know if any of her family are shaking or not. And my mum's uncle, I remember him shaking a bit when he was older. He didn't have any children though, so it was just him. Now my mum has ET and she is one of 5. She's the eldest of 5. And about a month ago, we had one of my daughter's baby showers here. And my auntie was here. And she said to me, Nick, can I make a cuppa? And I said, of course you can, but I can't make it for you. And she said, it's all right, I will. So she picked up the cups and she was rattling the cups and she said, oh, these hands. I said, I know exactly what you're talking about. So now my beautiful Auntie Kaz is shaking as well. And my dad, he has been diagnosed with ET about 15, 20 years ago. He was diagnosed with ET. My mum and dad aren't too bad with their tremors, mainly in their hands. My dad was young when his grandparents passed away, so he doesn't know whether they had ET or not. My nan, one of my nan's siblings was shaky as well. My dad met up with some of his cousins last year and they said to him, we watched Shaky Nan, and Dad said, do ya? And they said, oh yeah, it's all riddled through this side of the family too. So there are more in my dad's cousins' line of families as well. My dad's sister didn't shake and none of her sons shook either. As I said, this is me. My older brother and my younger sister do not shake, but my younger brother does. He got it in his teenage years as well. Now, my brother and sister's children don't have ET. We don't know whether my brother's son will get ET. He's only 4 and there's unfortunately no test that you can do to show whether you are going to get ET or not. So we don't know about my nephew. I have 4 children. I have a son and 3 daughters. They all have ET as well. Now, they all got it in their teenage years and they haven't progressed much at all, mainly only their hands, a couple of them when they concentrate, but a couple of them, their tremors are all the time in their hands as well. And now, unfortunately, my eldest grandson and my eldest granddaughter are showing signs of ET as well. When I first started Shaky Nan, I said I want to try and help find that cure before my grandchildren get it. And now it looks like they are showing signs of ET. It absolutely broke my heart a couple of months ago when my grandson called me and said, Nan, I think I have what you have. And I said, what do you mean by that, sweetie? And he said, I was at school today and I had a container of Pringles and I was holding it out, asking my friends if any of them wanted them. And a couple of my friends said to me, what are you shaking for? So unfortunately, as I said, my next generation is showing signs of ET as well. Now, my other grandchildren are all younger, and we are about to have a new grandson born in the next few weeks. But as I said also, there is no test that we can do to show whether ET is going to come out in us or not. We need to find the reason why for ET, and we need to find a test that we can do to show if it is going to come out before it actually shows itself. So my family is growing. Let's hope ET doesn't anymore in my family. We have enough orange on this board now. We need to find that cure for us one day. So this is my family of ET. As I said, there's a lot of orange on there. I am the only one that is as severe as what I am. And myself and my dad are the only two that are formally diagnosed. My mum, my brother and my children have all told their doctors what they have. The hardest thing for us around the world is trying to get that diagnosis for us. I hope this helps someone out there, or at least shows my line of ET in my family. There's a lot of us, unfortunately. I love you all, guys. Please take care, stay safe, and I will see you again next week.